All right, welcome back to Crabby. Let's continue our adventure and let's skip the side quest for the dim gates. So up to now, we've been trying to get all the dim gates closed, but I want to see how the game is harder or easier by leaving one of them open, and we'll see what happens. All right, so I'm going to backtrack. Let's go back to Adventure 3. So remember, you're going to go through your storyboard section. You're going to pick one of the missions you have available, and I have this Web of Deceit one. So remember, back a long time ago, it seems like, we saved the twins. Remember when we went on the mission, we saved one of them from the Dark Woods, we saved the other one from the Wildlands, and they both gave us a mission. So this one is Hilda claims to have seen a mighty warrior on a thorn bee shot down over the area of the forest known as the Den of the Spider. It won't be easy to track down, but it's the best lead you have. So this is going to be Adventure 3, and let's go straight to the introduction. All right, like every other mission, you're gonna have the introduction with where to place your guys, where the enemies go, point of interest opens, and all that stuff. So introduction, some time past, Hilda of the Black Deer's tribe was leading a group of scouts up Tall Hill in the Dark Woods when a shadow fell across the moon. It was an enormous thorn beast in flight, ridden by what looked like to be a mighty warrior, sporting a large helm. But this didn't make it far. A hail of arrows from the darkened woods put the beast down. Rider and mount crashed to the earth in the part of the forest of the wild folk known as the spider's den. Hilda and her men don't venture into the region of the dark woods. It's too dangerous. But they point you on your way. This is where the tracks of the Snow Saga's thief led. Oh yeah, back to try to find the Snow Saga thief. All right, so there you go. We're gonna start. We're going to start in Eastern Darkwoods. We got nowhere to go except for the point of interest, so let's go. So round number 1, let's start. So always travel, engage, explore. So travel, we're going to move here. Engage, well, there's enemies there. Let's go fight them. Now, it's just a couple of trolls. It's actually 3 trolls, because remember, for each of these markers, it acts like a new minion of that type. So we're going to have to take on 3 trolls. All right, so continuing what I've been doing in my previous videos, we're going to skip the preparation step, chit pulling and matching symbols here. So I've done it for both characters. Now, both characters finished in the black section of the mist track, so we're not going to gain anything. By the way, I did have to exhaust my rogue, FYI. So for future battles, she's exhausted because she had to chit pull again. And she's pretty much activating all her cards, which is nice. Down here, we're only going to be activating 2 cards. All right, so not a great chit pull for the wizard. All right, so now we're gonna have to face 3 different attacks. I don't have anything fast, so let's do 3 different attacks, and it's gonna be an attack of 2 from the trolls. All right, just as a reminder. And let's have the first 2 attack the rogue. The rogue, and then we'll have the other one attack. We'll see, because we don't have a 3rd defensive card. All right, so the first attack is -1 with an N. Now the N doesn't do anything, only the circle, so -1. We said the first 2 would attack our rogue. So you know what, let's just take the damage. It's only 1. There you go. So you know what, the next 2 we're also going to attack the rogue, and we have some defensive cards. So that was the first one. Second one, again, -1, and the circle means discard a blue status token. We don't have any status tokens, so never mind. So again, it's another 1 damage. We'll block all of that. And then the 3rd attack is going to be +2. So 2 + 2 is 4. And let's just exhaust this. So it's going to give me another 1 damage, right? Because that blocks 3. So there you go. That's all 3 of their attacks. And then we're going to attack back. There's 3 different trolls at 3 life each. Well, my Great Strike does 5. My Assassination does 4. And if it dies, I get 2 Chronicle points. We'll definitely gain those. There you go. So 2 damage, 2 Chronicle points. And then my Vidner Blast is going to do 5. And I'm going to gain 2 Chronicle points with True Sight. This does 5. And if I activate a skill, I gain a Chronicle point as well. So we're going to be at 3. And there you go. Damage. That kills somebody, that kills somebody, that kills somebody. So there's going to be all 3 trolls. All right, they're gone. Although at the end of the fight, we're going to activate the egg. I love having this at the start of every mission because it's going to give me a Chronicle point and goes underneath. And then I got my sword ready for it to go. So we're already at 3 Chronicle points for both my characters. All right, then we're going to go to the explore step to see what's on marker A. Okay, so let's explore point of interest A, which says read C3005, which is down here. It says you are in the proximity to the area where Hilda saw the Thornbees fall. It's gloomy and dark beneath the trees, more so than usual. A massive fallen trunk, a sort of natural bridge, crosses over a small brook. The place reeks of of an unnatural stench. The bridge marks the boundary of the spider's den. As the wildfolk call this place, silence surrounds you, as if nature itself watches you with maleficent eyes. All right, so discard point of interest A. That was quick. Gone. So do we want to cross the bridge, or do we go upstream along the Reeky Creek? Well, I don't want to go towards the smell. That sounds like a bad idea. So let's go over the bridge. So let's go to 27. 27. Here you go. You advance into the forest, walking among the tall, dark pines and chestnuts which were already old before the first men walked the world. The sun casts grim, ominous shadows, some dark, some gray. But your eyes are sharp on the path, and you spot the tracks you seek. A big booted track, an ogre, certainly. They're quite old, but they're pretty sure they belong to your thief. Hearten, you press on. Read 15. Here you go. The woods darken at every step, and after a time you're advancing in almost total darkness. The reason becomes evident. Festons of enormous webs create an impenetrable canopy in the high trees. And if there are webs here, there must be spiders. Giant spiders descend from the trees and attack. Place 2 NPC markers in the region. Boom, boom. Reveal point of interest D. Unless there's a dim walker in the party or a companion, Grey Shadow the elf, you are surprised. Oh no. Each hero in the party gains 1 negative defense marker. Okay, I'm going to put that on my guys. And we got to do D, which is probably going to be the spiders, I'm assuming. Ginormous spiders, 7 health each. Oh no. So let's do that. So let's do this battle. Sorry. That's going to be the end of the round because there's no more exploring, no more world step. So next round, we're going to not move because we have to fight this guy. And then engage. Let's take on the spiders. All right, here we go. Battle against the spiders. Oops, sorry about the focus. So I've gone ahead and done the prep step. So you're going to see here that obviously our wizard's going to take 2 damage. And she's going to have -1 defense for this battle because she totally went up the mist track. And my rogue is actually going to gain 1 because she only has 2. All right, so she's going to end in the green section. All right, so before we even do anything, remember, we can activate fast and some skills. First things first, let's do ghost voices. So that's going to give me a +1 C, but a -1 heart. And you can push these in any order, right? So remember, you have slots that you can push over. So we're going to actually push the heart one before the C. All right, so remember, these, you have a status track. We're pushing them over like this. All right, so that was this one. All right, but most importantly, what I actually wanted to do is I have a fast shadow step, my favorite skill in the whole game, because you can kill stuff before they activate. All right, so this is 3 damage, and if exhausted, +3. So I am exhausted, so this is going to deal 6 damage, plus I have energy. So 1 attack does 3 damage. All right, so I'm going to tap that, and I'm going to tap that, and that does 9 fast damage, which is insane. All right, so that they only have 7 health. That's going to kill 1 spider before they can even go. All right, and then we're done our sort of fast skill step. So let's go to their attack. Now, that spider, I mean, we're both at 2 damage, so let it attack, I guess, my rogue, because I have 3 defense here. So let's go to the attack deck. Let's flip it over, see what it is. It looks like a 0 and a circle. So it looks like it's going to be gain a -1 red attack. So let's gain that, and those ones really hurt. So then I'll push those downwards. But it's still going to attack me for 2, so I'm going to block all of that with the jump. All right, so it's done its attack, so we're going to attack back, and obviously we're going to do a Winter Blast, which is, because I activated a skill, this is going to do 6 damage to that thing. All right, and it's going to give me a Chronicle point. And that's it for my skills. But right at the end, what we're gonna do is we are going to activate some items. And let's see, I can do 1 chronicle point here to deal the 2 damage to kill it, or I can deal it through here and give it 2 damage twice to kill it through here. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's use the winter weaver spell here. So we're gonna use 2 chronicle points. Alright, and she's gonna deal 1 damage twice. She's gonna 1/1. Doesn't matter. It has got 7 life. It only needed 1 left, so it's gonna die. Alright, just like that, we kill the spider. Alright, so on to the explore steps. So giant spiders here, defeat and interact with C3006 entry. And it's right over here. Wow, this is a big piece of text, so bear with me. The spiders lie dead on their backs, their legs curled inwards. When you hear a voice from above, an enormous bloated spider sits perched in the webs. Unlike the other arachnids, this one has 7 eyes, all glittering like gems of red fire. He is in the company of a whole host of spiders, an army, enough to kill even the mightiest hero. So, the monster with the surprising educated voice. Who do we have here? Visitors to the den of 7 eyes? If a hero in the party has the demon touch title, I don't think so. No, we do not. So go to here. Otherwise, continue to read. 7 Eyes the Spider Lord continues to speak. And what do you want here, apart from killing my sons? The great spider spits. We seek an ogre, larger than most, 2 cleavers, you answer. Have you seen him? Ogre, 2 cleavers, 7 Eyes replies. Faint amazement. Well, I have lots of things in my larder. Beasts, elves, maybe even an ogre called 2 cleavers. You see how there are dozens of cocoons, maybe even hundreds, suspended in the trees. Each of them contains spider prey, preserved to be eaten later. 2 cleavers could be in one of them, but you have no way to know which. The spider continues. And what do you want from 2 cleavers? Rather, what would you pay for him? You ignore the question and say, ask your price. The spider smiles, a horrid sight with those jaws and mandibles. I'm a creature of few needs, but there is something you might do for me. Do you know what they call me 7 Eyes? Because my 8th eye, a precious gem, was stolen from me. 7 Eyes suddenly rage is startling. 7 Eyes sudden rage is startling. Stolen by the most slothful and treacherous creature you can even imagine. Gulthar, the king troll. Go to the bottomless palace near the Garschlep Lake in Sylvan, where that thrice cursed Guthwar rots, and bring me back my 8th eye. You think on what you know about king trolls. They're the most cunning of their race, and unlike most, are powerful vintner weavers with a specialty in illusions. That's a dangerous quest. But if you want the Spider Lord to talk, you must do as it asks. Reveal point of interest C. Alright, let's see where we're going. See, we're going to Sylvan, location of the king troll, Geralthar, who stole the eye of the Spider Lord. And this is in Sylvan. So where is Sylvan on this map? Sylvan. Here we go. Not bad. And this is not bad, because I actually wanted to come down here to sort of remove that red marker through here maybe. We're going to go back here. And you know what? I might actually go through here to get my wild tokens in my bag. So it's going to take me 1, 2, 3, 4 movement to go around. Is it worth it? Probably. Alright, so that's going to be the end of the explore step, world step. Let's go on to the next round. Actually, thinking about it, it's probably better to come here because I just realized that this costs 3 chronicle points. My rogue has 4 and my wizard only has 2. So it would only be my rogue who'd be able to get it, but more importantly, I actually want him to get this first so he can remove that red marker. So let's come down. Movement, we're going to come down to RG. We're going to have to draw an event because there's no guys to attack. And it looks like it's going to be an intelligence check. It's going to be intelligence 3. So my rogue's going to auto fail. So it's going to be discarded blue. He doesn't have any blue, so that's fine. But my rogue's actually going to try this test. All right, because she has 5 intel in her bag. So she can get a free wild herself. let's go get our bag. All right, quick shuffle here. They got 7 tokens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we need one more out of 2. Are we gonna get lucky? 6, 7. Yeah, we got it. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go get a wild token, which I have right over here, and we're gonna add it to the bag. So this one, when you chit pull it in the preparation step, you can put on anything. All right. Okay, so that's gonna be it for the engage step. Explore step, nothing to do. End of the round. Let's go to next round. Travel action. We're gonna come to Skaru first before going into city of Vod here, where the point of interest is. So I do have to put this below the deck. So again, here, engage. Again, we're gonna have to flip another card over, unfortunately. And it's the enemy troops movement. It says move all arrow enemies 1 region towards the heroes. Well, fortunately for us, in this mission, nobody moves because there are no draugrs and they're the only ones with that icon. So it's a free pass. All right, nothing's gonna happen. All right, but we are gonna activate this. So I am gonna pay 2. I don't know if you can see it. Here you go. So we are gonna pay 2 chronicle points for the. Actually, I'll do that for both characters. We're gonna lose 2 chronicle points. We're gonna discard a red, and we're gonna gain a blue chronicle marker. All right, so we're gonna gain one of these things. We can focus. There you go. All right, so that was going to be our explore step, the Tower of Skaru. We're going to go to the next round. All right, so let's keep going. Travel step. We're going to go over to Sylvan, engage. We're going to have to flip another event card, see what it is. So it seems Dark Chasm seems to be the only way forward. Okay, so we're going to do an agility 2 test. All right, so my rogue's going to auto pass because she has 4. Remember my quick check thing. If you have 2x of what it is, you just auto pass, and if you have equal to or less than, you auto fail. So my rogue's going to auto pass, but my wizard's going to auto fail. So I'm going to give her a negative heart token. All right, give her one of these. Focus, 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 focus. There you go. Let's put this away. All right, but then we're going to go to the point of interest C, which is the lake. All right, so we're going to go read entry 22. All right, so let's go in our book of sagas. Here you go, 22. So just outside the green skimmer woods lies a particular perfect round lake in a gigantic crater with vertical walls. This Karsvelp Lake, the Karsvelp Lake. Stories say if you stare down into the crystal clear waters, you cannot find a bottom. And at least today, the waters reflect a deep blue sky and no lake bed is apparent. Seven Eyes didn't tell you much about the bottomless palace where the king troll should dwell, but you see no buildings or other construction. You spend time searching the high shoreline until a rough, happy voice echoes in the sunset's light. An old man in a small boat fishes nearby, singing an old tune. Discard point of interest C. All right. And let's see what we're going to do. It says, talk to the old fisherman or finish checking the lakeshore. I guess we'll talk to him. 35. All right, here we go. So you approach the man. He's truly ancient, but with a wiry body and a long nose. He is fishing with a hand line. Uncle, you greet him politely. Have you ever heard of the bottomless palace? Rumor says it should be nearby. The graybeard touches absentmindedly at a fishbone he wears around his neck, probably a lucky charm, and shakes his head. I am afraid I have never heard of it. He has surprisingly blue eyes, the same color as the lake's water. But I have more pressing matters, he continues. From when I was tall as a mushroom, I've sought to catch Long Whiskers, the most devious northern pike to ever swim the waters of Trudvang. He's here in this lake, in fact. Would you mind to help me? Alright, so if there's a winter weaver in the party, yep, that's our wizard, they must perform an intelligence 3 check. Again, intelligence 3? Okay, so let's go try that check and see if we pass or fail. Alright, so now let's try this. We got a wild in here, so technically we have 6 intelligence in this bag. So let's see what we get. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got a wild, which is great. 4. So 3 more. I just need 1 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I passed anyway. And I got 4. All right, so definitely a pass. Let's go read the entry and see what happens. Okay, so if they succeed, read 21, which is the last one on the previous page. For a moment, you have the definite impression that the old man isn't holding a fishing line, but his long cat-like tail. Of all the creatures of Trudvang, only one has a similar appendage, a king troll. Stories say it is very strong, and that the king troll uses it to fish. So the party gains quest token 6 to represent the vision. Return to 35. Okay, 6. All right, so I'm gonna keep this with my party. All right, you can keep it next to somebody's board if you like. So we got to go back to 35. All right, and then we got to come here. So do we want to help him or do you want to return to the lakeshore? Sure, let's help him. So let's go to 30, even though we know he's the king troll. It's kind of weird. Over here. Good, the fisherman smiles, revealing very white teeth. Take this, and hands you a line. Then he grabs his fish bone as if trying to convey you some luck. You throw the hook into the lake and begin trolling for fish. It doesn't take long before the line twitches twice and then nearly yanks itself from your hands. Something took the bait, something incredibly strong. The hero accepted to help must perform a strength 3 test. If a party has quest token 6, discard it and perform a strength 2 test instead, which we do have. We do have quest token 6. So where were we? 30? Here. So let's do that. So we're gonna let our rogue do that test, I'm assuming, because she has 4 strength at least. Alright, so just like the wizard, let's take out 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, 1 more. Actually, we just need a strength 2. Alright, remember, because we had quest 6. So that's gonna be a pass. Let's throw that back in the bag. Alright, so here we go. So we succeeded. So read entry 12, which is right over here. So the fish is strong, but you are stronger. And more importantly, you know the key to fishing. You must exhaust the fish. It is a test that takes you half the day, but your strength exceeds even the most powerful this powerful swimmer's might. You haul on the line and drag forth the greatest pike you have ever seen, at least as long as a spear. You did it! You did it! The old fisherman claps, happy as a clam, and throws it over his shoulder with ease. He is far stronger than he looks. So the party gains quest token 1 to represent they caught the fish. Alright, so we're gonna have that next to our guys. I think we can discard. Actually, let's keep the 6 just in case we need to have it later. So we get 1, and we have to go read 8. 8 is over here. Alright, this is a pretty long one, so bear with me. After all you did, the least I can do is invite you for supper, the old fisherman says. True, it is getting dark, and that you have no way to politely refuse the offer. It isn't far, sorry. The fisherman leads you to the other side of the lake. A rough staircase is cut into the crater's wall there, going down to the water level. The fisherman descends, and you follow him, wondering what he's about. He enters water and continuously going down. You stop, but his voice, impossibly loud, comes up from the water. Come on, you won't get wet. You follow him cautiously, and after stepping into the water, you find yourself in a dimly illuminated hall. What manner of vintner is that? The palace is furnished like a fisherman's house, but the smooth marble walls and the engravings on the columns speak of dwarven making. A big fireplace roars at the end of the room. You have the impression of being somewhere very deep. Wife, sons, the fisherman shouts, I brought guests for supper. From the shadows a small round woman comes out, the same age as him, and 3 men, stouter than the father, but bearing no likeness to him, and 3 men, stouter than the father, but bearing no likeness to him. The fisherman's wife snorts and spreads her arms, saying, But I have nothing to cook. If the party has quest token 1, read 33, which we do. So 33. Oh, Here we go. A nice long one as well. Well, I was out fishing and see what I finally hooked, the fisherman says, triumphantly dumping his burden on the table. Long whiskers, the woman and the sons exclaim amazed. The old man doesn't mention your role, but you politely ignore this. You sit at the table, sipping a salty ale with the fisherman, taken directly from the barrel near the fireplace, while the other members of the family cook the fish. After a while, delicious smell fills the cavern. The fish stew you eat is the most memorable food you have tasted. It's almost magical. Discard quest token 1. Alright, that's the fish. It's gone. Each in the party gains a rune of choice. Nice. The fisherman and his family eat it at ease too, drinking a lot of beer, and they soon start dozing, and then something marvelous and horrible occurs as the old fisherman's eyes close. The form of their host blur and shimmer, the illusions failing away. The wife and the sons are big, burly trolls, and the fisherman himself is a tall, wiry troll with long tail. He is Gulthar, and the fishbone pendant is a shimmering gem. It's a spider lord's missing eye. Now that the monsters are asleep, a hero in the party can try to steal it from the owner's neck. Nice, I got a rogue. But this must be very careful. If there's a rogue in the party, they must perform an agility 3 test. If the hero has the Prince of Thieves title, they succeed automatically. Well, look at that. We have the Prince of Thieves title. Alright, awesome. Alright, so we succeed. Alright, so read entry 25. Alright, with the skill of a master rogue, you adroitly unclasp the chain and remove the gem from the king's troll's neck. He snorts between snores for a moment, freezing your heart in the chest. But he slumbers on. You sneak out of the hall on tiptoe. Awesome. Reveal point of interest B. Alright, guess we gotta bring the gem back to the spider. So 7 eyes, yep, there you go. So 7 eyes is waiting for her 8th eye. So it's gonna go in the dark woods. B, dark woods. Alright, there you go. Alright, so that's gonna be it for the explore step, although I could spend 2 chronicle points to gain a green. I don't think I will. I think we're good. So let me keep this over here. So let's move on to the next round. Travel. Let's just make a beeline straight up because I don't have any chronicle points to spend on anything. So let's just go to RG over here. Let's do an engage step, which is going to be another event. It looks like another move troops one. So nothing's going to happen. There's no draugrs on the board. And then we're going to go straight up to the dark woods over here. It's going to cause another event. Sorry, following round because we don't have to engage. Travel, another event. And Dark Knights. I've seen this one so many times. So my wizard's going to auto pass. So she's going to heal for 2. Alright. And my rogue's going to auto fail. So he's going to get a -1 negative chronicle point status marker. Alright, but that's about it for the engage step. Then we're going to go to the explore. So we're going to go read entry 17. All right, here we go. 7 Eyes receives you in his larder. Do you have it? Do you have it? The beast asks anxiously, hovering dangerously near your heads. You reveal the gem. Finally mine. A thin, almost invisible thread of silk slips the jewel away from your hands. Hey, honor your deals. Hand over 2 cleavers. Give you? 7 Eyes mocks. When did I say that I had 2 cleavers? I said I had him. He visited me, yes, and he made a little bargain to get rid of the pesky elven pursuers. He is long gone, but I might tell you where he is now for a price. The devious spider cheated you. Enough. You'll tell us what you know immediately. Discard point of interest B. All right. If there's a warrior in your party, you may retaliate. 7 Eyes insulting attitude. Well, we don't have a warrior, so I guess C3 end. And that's the end of the mission. That's unfortunate. If Grey Shadow the elf is in your party, he is not. We're gonna skip that. So the spider laughs a squeaking, screeching titter and continues. You amuse me, so I'll give you the answers you want. Two Cleavers hides in the mist castle of Cardkella in Arkland. You'll find him there, but you'll die there too. Upwards, the Spider Lord shoots along with his court, disappearing into the impenetrable webs. You are alone. Well, it isn't exactly what you expected, but at least you now know where your enemy lies, and next time you'll get him. All right, so we'll get card 35, and that's about it. 35. There you go. So we're gonna get the Rogues in the Mist. So this is adventure number 5. And by the way, FYI, there was one thing I did forget to do in this one, or show you on camera. I was giving XP after every battle because this is not a side quest, to my guys, and I believe we only fought twice this mission, so we got 2 XP. We're gonna level up on the next one. So there you go. That's it for mission number 3. That was a really short one. I guess we skipped some fights with the rogue. And that's it. So we'll see you in the next one.